waste management could be the first one to start with, because see, at that time when we all came together, it was around 2022. This was the time when we were all coming out of COVID, right? It was a no-brainer that we need to have the place clean, sanitized. I think that problem was sorted by then.
Mm-hmm.
Now, however, it's very important that you do the right thing at the beginning. And I have to give the credit to some of our residents who are deeply passionate about this topic. So when around the time when we were actually working with the builder, transitioning over, setting the fund, the basic bricks around maintenance, what needs to be done, housekeeping, what has to be done. Uh, One of the most active subcommittees we've had was around waste management.
Mm-hmm.
And kudos to those folks who even till today, keep a very close track of how the waste segregation is happening, how we are looking at managing wet versus dry. The frequency itself was a big churn. Okay, I mean, we did go through a lot of these forming, storming, norming for each of these topics, right? Obviously, people don't like when you ask them to keep the dry waste inside for longer time. But the underlying concern was that, how do we ensure that the pickup is also at the same rate when you are
Yeah.
doing the whole thing. So to me, waste management settling down took a lot of time. But if I look back and connect the dots, the biggest advantage we have had, or biggest thing, is we started it right. Second one is focused trainings. Every time we have a housekeeping staff changed, there is a training that we ask the vendor to do. Many times we make sure there are a lot of spot checks done by our committee members also. A lot of over communication. If you come to our community, you go into the lift, the first notice that flashes on you is the waste management one, with a fine, with all the communication around what it is. We do, I mean, look, the goal of fine is not to really penalize, but to reinforce. So our first time we usually won, second time we put some fines. There are about monthly 4 to 5 fines now go through. 95%, to be honest, could be at the best case. We do see ups and downs because there is a lot of move in, move out happening. This is a community very close to IT place. So we put a lot of focus around how do we make sure we let people know, how do we communicate, how do we train. Mates is the other area where we are looking at how do we keep them informed about what is the process being done. And that way, as many leakages as possible, we can cover. But again, training, making sure people are aware, over communicate, and have some sort of mechanism to keep in check is what we've been doing.